Hello, my team growers. It is Wednesday, September 13th. I am Jackie Pepe, and I'm your driver tonight. Jackie Geisinger is in Utah with some leaders hanging out, doing a meeting. So you get me all by myself, and you have a super special guest, my sweet friend that I've never met. So my friend from the internet, Evelyn Abernathy's here. She was the #1 influencer at Jafra last year. #3, you're #1 in my heart. Doesn't matter. She's the best, and she's here to talk to y'all about social media and talk about all the things that her brilliant brain thinks up. Before we get started, I want to do a little recognition because y'all were killers last month. So give me a second to make my computer do the thing it's supposed to do. And away we go. All right. First, I need to shout it out. I've been shouting it out for like weeks, it feels like, but I'm super stoked about it. We have a requalified manager in the house, Betty Green. Everybody get your pom-poms out for Betty because she is nailing it. And she's our pom-pom queen. So congratulations, Betty. We are so glad to have you back in leadership. You're the best.
Thank you so much.
So also we have a new manager bonus earner in the house. Shawnee Fields earned her $100 bonus. So gosh, you guys, like, holy cats, you're all killing it out there. I'm super, super, super excited. Make all the money, do all the magical things. We had a mad sponsorer who re-promoted and sponsored 3. So congrats, Betty, for earning not just 2, but the 3rd little surprise prize on me. And that's on its way to me. So it'll be on its way to you soon. So yay, congratulations. Oh my gosh, this is going to run through and it like makes me nuts every time it does it. I hate it. Okay, so congrats to Ronnie Prince, who had 2 recruits last month. Marilyn and Renee and Ashley also had 2 recruits, or had 1, sorry. And then Jen East with 1 was Maria. I want to go back because Maria's here. There she is. Yay! Congrats, Maria. So excited for you guys. I'll send all this to you in a slide deck too. And also congrats to Fanta and Connie for having sponsors that have not yet QNC'd. So you have that opportunity this month to get that done. I'm so stoked for you. Lots of opportunity on the table for my team growers. Yes. And finally, you know how every month we do those top 2 people who re-QNC their QNCs from the month before, if that makes sense. So Shawnee had so many re-qualified sponsors from the month before that she was #2 in the East Coast, right up there with Jamie Cruz. So that is a huge accomplishment. And she got to take home this super pretty spangly necklace that you see up there in the corner. So congratulations to Shawnee. I'm sure she's going to watch the recording. I'm super stoked for all the things that you have done. And lastly, I have sponsors who have already achieved 400. What does that mean? Sponsors who have already achieved. Jackie made this slide and I don't know what it means. Oh, it just means the people that have requalified their sponsors from July. So it was Shawnee and Ronnie. Congratulations, Ronnie Prince. I'm super stoked for you. I see manager in your future any minute now. Okay, now I want to point out that one of the things that we talked about when you all came to us in Team Growers was going through and doing Jafra Virtual University at your rank again. So let me take this off really quick. Show of hands. How many people have, oh, I need to admit. Betty, can I make you a co-host? Because I can't admit and do that at the same time. Thank you. Okay. How many of you have done Jafra Virtual University at your rank? I should see more hands. Yes, awesome. Okay, so if you have re-promoted to manager, Betty Green, you should go back in and do the manager level of Jafra Virtual University, unless you've done it already, and then I'll give you some cheers. Of course she has. Of course you have. There's so much value in there, and there's so much to know. Even if you've seen it once before, go ahead through and do it again if you can. I always love to find new little tidbits every single time I go in and do something like that. So,
Can I ask, did I hear that they are revamping those soon?
yeah, so along with the new website, there's a lot of new fun stuff coming. And there's a lot of outdated information that you
Yeah,
might not
the
think about.
consultant is very outdated. Probably
Yeah,
manager not so much, but the consultant was way outdated.
agreed. I think that some of the training is already changed. I'd have to check it. But I know that there's a lot coming down the pipe
Yeah.
that is updated and pretty. What's up, Holly?
Actually, they already started updating everything because I've been playing in the back because two of my recruits are trying to freaking kill me because they want manager already.
Yeah, go get
Yeah,
them, girl.
woo!
Go
Woo!
get them.
So I've been playing in the back and training them and walking through the two recruits for that, and they already started updating everything,
That's great.
literally.
Great news. I
The
love to hear
content
that.
has been updated tremendously. Um, there's a lot of different things that I've noticed that's been implemented already.
It's great. I love that. Thank you so much. All right. Do you all feel like the podcasts that we've been sending through have been valuable? Any videos and training that we've sent through have been valuable? And if not, throw it in the chat so that I can hear anything that you guys have found out in the world that you think is awesome, that you think we should look at to push out for everyone. Let me know. If you have great podcasts you love, if you have great YouTube channels you love, share them with me so that I can push them out to the rest of our friends. Okay? Deal? Deal. All right. So I want to skate through this as quickly as possible, mostly because I want to have conversation more than I want to lecture tonight. So remember your priorities as you go through the month of September. Okay. Work on those number of conversations, but not just have the conversation. I don't want an overarching idea. I want you to hone in. Who are you going to talk to? Where are you going to talk to them? When are you going to talk to them? What are you guys going to actually say? What are you going to talk about? Right? And then when you talk to people, don't forget how important the follow-up is. Okay? Don't forget to check in. Whether it's someone that you met at the grocery store or it's someone that ordered from you and they may need a refill, don't forget that follow-up is the key to our business. I feel like we let money just slide right out of our hands when we let clients slip through our fingers, if that makes sense. I feel very strongly that personal touches can be follow-up. It doesn't always have to be, hey, you want to buy my soap? Hey, you want to buy my face wash? It can be, hey, I was just thinking about you. Hey, Holly, I was just thinking about you. And I hope that everything's going well. I saw on Facebook that you did this or that. And I just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you. That's a follow-up. That's a personal touch. Okay. And then also make sure that you are getting together with your manager or your business bestie or in our Team Growers WhatsApp group and share the freaking wins that you all are making, because you are out there doing awesome work. And I want you to tell everyone about it so that they can follow your lead. Does that sound fair? Give me a yes. Say yes. Yes. Awesome. I love it. All right. I will come back to tools because I want to make the most of Evelyn and her time. Okay, so you guys, Evelyn Abernathy is a manager in California. She's amazing at social media. I'm going to take this off because I want to just see her face. I love watching Evelyn. And I know she's going to be like, why? This is ridiculous. But the social media content that comes out of this girl is aces. So you should follow her if you don't already on the Facebook. But I'm going to turn her over to you, turn her loose. And if there's anything that you want to talk about, oh my God, if there's anything you want to talk about back and forth with me, great. If you just want to teach, I surrender the power to you. Get unmuted, Queen, because you are here to learn these girls.
Can I have the ability, the power to
The
share?
power to share.
Ma'am.
Yes, girl. There you go. You have the power.
Thank you. Well, hi, everyone. So yes, I am Evelyn Abernathy. I'm here in California, Los Angeles area. I do not feel like I'm a social media guru. I just love what I do. I just try to make it fun and conversational, and I'm never spammy or salesy. And I will tell you some of the things that I have been doing. Let me just go ahead and get my PowerPoint up for you. And here we go. Okay, so social media tips to help you grow your platform is what my daughter put on there, but it really should say your biz. So I don't worry about trying to take notes, because I actually have this printed out for you. I will get it directly to Jackie Pepe as soon as this is over. And then she can put it in your Team Growers WhatsApp group. I'm assuming you have a Team Growers WhatsApp group. I figured that. That's how we roll here. So you guys will have that there. Thank you for the love, Betty. Good to see you, girl. Okay, so these, I have to tell you up front, are not in any particular order. It's just like, as I had an idea is what I would write down. So it's like, there's no like, oh, the first one I say is priority and the last one's like, don't worry about it. Okay, so number one is you need to determine your platform. You don't have to do it all. I do, because I'm just kind of crazy like that. So if you ever want to check out what I'm doing, you can go to Purple Essence by Evelyn. And my platforms are Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. That's where I'm usually am in all of those. But you find where you want to be, where you're most comfortable. And then if you want to, find one and master that. Not that I feel like I'm a master of it, but find one that you really love and where your audience is. Like, who are your people? Who are you talking to? Where do they hang out? And so you hang out where they hang out. So anyway, that's just kind of what I do. Find your platform, what you are most comfortable with, and then just go for it. And then my second tip is definitely determine your level of consistency. And that's going to be different for everyone. I know some people say, I just go once a week. And I say once a week is not enough. You don't have people seeing you. You got to be in their face. You got to be top of mind. So, but determine your level. I would say if you can do once a day, that would be great. If you can just do one time a day. Personally, I'm at 4 times a day. That's what I want to do. And that's because I will host a fun engagement. Like, well, I don't even remember what's today, because it's another slide here talked about scheduling. I just schedule out for a month out on like 2 different things. So they're like engagement posts. I don't know. Oh, today was just a recipe for a kid. And then I don't even remember the other one. And it's okay, because I'm just going to really show my Facebook group too, so you can see what it is. But and then I always want to be able to show my face. They need to see me. They need to, who am I? So I do something where I'm showing who I am, and then something personal, and then once a day something about Jafra. And it's never by my stuff. It's always about here's what I have. Here's what we have available. And that's just kind of what I do. Okay, scheduling, I just said that. Yeah, so scheduling is, because I'm doing 4 times a day, I don't have time to be sitting on my phone 4 times a day doing this. In fact, I've had 2 people who said to me, they literally think I sit at my computer all day long eating bonbons. I mean, I wish I had some bonbons, but I don't, too many calories. But I don't do that. I am checking in, because once I schedule something, I want to be able to check in. And I feel like it's really kind of fun for me to schedule things out, because now I get to come on and play on my own page. Like, oh, what did I have scheduled for today? And I get to come on and just do something fun with that. I've also just started, so I'm still kind of figuring out a service called Cinch Share, where you can, they have content, you use their content, and you schedule that out. So that's been just kind of helpful because it's a time saver. So if you have like an hour one day to just schedule out, even if you just schedule out a week, it just, for me, very, it helps me with my time because I'm super, super busy in my life. Okay, show your face. Don't be afraid to get out there and just do a selfie, show your face, show your personality. Let people know who you are. Like if people who know me and they follow my page, there's some things they just know. They're by now, if you follow me long enough, you're gonna know she's a chocolate girl. She loves all things chocolate. You'll know that I love tea. You'll know that I love Disney. Disneyland is we played Disneyland for so long. Now it's been kind of changing up a little bit. I just got Knott's Berry Farm past this. But these are different things that people know about me. Of course, it's, purple. Everyone knows me as a purple person. And people get to know who you are. And someone else who loves tea will like, oh, they can relate with that. And my friends, it's all about the coffee. I'm like, they'll send something like, yeah, but I'll take the tea. We just kind of have a relationship building and going. It's like building a friendship on social media. So get out there and just build your personality, let people get to know who you are. Okay, so then what else I have here? Lead with value. So again, like I said, I'm not on there about sell. I'm on here showing you how to do something. There's one that I did about, funny, where I just used, the home sprays that we have. Once it was emptied out, I just did a really quick reel about cleaning it out and put it in some, the baby cologne, because the baby cologne is a splash. It's not a spray, but I want to spray it on me. I want to spray it on my pillows and my bedding. So there's different things that I'm going to teach them. And then because you don't need to do this, but I just happen to have a blog post. So I want to refer them to my blog post so they can go read different things that I've written about it. So, but you can do that in an email. I used to do that all the time. I always sent an email to my people, my clients and my consultants. So I'm leading with value from them. And on my blog post at the end is also my YouTube video of what I talk, that relates to it. So I'm leading people to my YouTube channel as well, because you don't want them just stuck on your Facebook. So you want to find a way of getting their email, because if your Facebook goes out, some of you may have experienced it, or I'm sure you heard of other people like, I can't get in my Facebook anymore. I have lost all my contacts. You want to be able to have a way outside of Facebook, because you don't own it. They can shut you down, or you can be blocked, or I don't know if they still do the jail thing or not, but you just want to have, oh, they do? Okay. I haven't heard anyone lately about going to jail, but you just want to be able to have them in your pocket. So if you have a promotion or something that's coming up, but you want to invite them to, maybe you're doing a party. You want to be able to invite them to something. Like right now, we're doing a Barbie party, Pretty and Pink party. That's all about Barbies and bubblegum and all things pink. So always lead with value, but have a way of getting their information. Now this is kind of being maybe outdated. I'm hearing like, oh, don't really worry about hashtags so much. I still use hashtags. I feel it's a way for me to build another audience. Like for instance, with the vegan line, I just felt like, oh, millennials would just be all over this. So I would hashtag millennial or millennial skincare or something like that. For me, it's just kind of, I felt a way of getting more people in front of me. But I'm hearing now it's all about SEOs, so search engine optimization. So anyway, use it or don't use it. You have the freedom to be you and Jafra. Do what you want. Connect through DMs. You will never see me selling directly in a post, except for in my client posts, my client Facebook group. It's a private group just for my client. It's not even clients anymore. We took off the name clients. It's Purple Essence VIP friends, because people are in there that are just kind of like lurking around, want to check me out. And so they're in that group. And like right now we have a party going on. So of course I'm going to be closing with sales. So it's just, but if on my public pages, you'll never see me like, well, you want to buy this, but people will reach out to me because maybe they saw a post and they want to try something, or maybe I'll say something like, hey, you want some samples? Things like that I would do, but I'm never going on there being sales. Okay, stay social. In other words, once you post something, don't ghost them. This is social media. You want to have conversations with them. And maybe you've asked a question and then they answered it, and you might want to ask another question because you want to keep that conversation going. And when you keep those conversations going, it also is going to help build up that algorithm so more and more people can see you. So stay social, and don't think, oh, I posted something, I'm going to get like $1,000 in sales this week. It doesn't work that way. It's really just building those relationships and being top of mind, because maybe someone sees something and now you're connecting with them through DM, but maybe they just bought a whole skincare line at Lancome. So it's going to be months later before they're running out of something, but you are top of mind and you're inviting them to different other things that you're doing outside of your public page. And use selfies with the products. So I know we've got some beautiful graphics with Jafra. I absolutely love them. I mean, I can never do pictures as professionally as they do. I use those more like in an email or a text message or in my private groups, like in my, my client group, friends group. But if I am going to do it on my public page, again, I want people to see my face and I want to see that, let them see that I'm using a product. I'm going to take a picture with royal jelly and a smile or something, or, but because they see me, they see me, they see me. I want to brand Purple Essence by Evelyn because, I want my millions. Jafra has their millions and I'm helping them get more millions, but I want a little piece of the million too. So I'm branding who I am. So you want them to see you, and they will appreciate and engage more with a post that you're doing with a product than a post that your company does. Don't be afraid of doing lives and reels. Going live is no different than you're sitting there talking to a friend. I mean, that's how I see it. I know people are so afraid. I don't know why. I've just never been afraid. I just jump in. I never script it. I just get on and I talk. I just talk like I'm talking to my best friend. You can pretend you're talking to Jackie Pepe when you go live. Just do whatever. And a reel, I mean, seriously, one time I just picked up two products. I don't remember what it was. And all I did was this. That's it. As long as you got some movement and, just a few seconds, just did that. And I think I asked, do you like royal jelly milk balm or royal jelly longevity cream? You know what? You want the light lotion or the cream, whatever you want. But it's just doing this and then posting it and then putting your content on. That's really all it is. It's so simple. You don't have to even do a full 30 seconds. Just a little movement, like it's a GIF, and just get that going. And then last, you've got to, because we've got some wonderful Jackies. Now, where did our icon go? There we go. We got some wonderful Jackies, and they're always giving us a social calendar every single month. And so utilize the social media calendar. That's going to give you content. If you're like, oh, I don't know what to post today, there you go. You've got their wonderful content that's already put together for you. They've done half your work for you. All you got to do is just get on and post about it. And
I
so
love it.
what
I have so many questions, and I'm sure everyone else has questions too. So I'm gonna like stoke the fire. But I mean, I took like a full envelope of questions because I know what I like and I know what I like to share online, but I want to hear what you think and what you like. So my very first question is this: how do you determine your content? Like, do you have like kind of a niche that you feel close to? Is there a way to get started with content when you don't know what your niche is? Like, what thoughts do you have on that topic?
No, I would simply, I don't really do mine this way. I just do it a little bit differently, but here's something very simple. Find your favorite offer in the monthly brochure or maybe the weekly flash sale. What is it that you are so in love with and like, oh my gosh, no one should miss out on this? I've been talking bubblegum for all month so far. Just love that bubblegum. Yeah, I know. Love it. Unfortunately, I don't have a hand cream because I ordered it last month. But I got the fragrance mini, and that's valuable for me because it's in my portfolio. So that's valuable. But find something you love and then do something fun. I mean, and I'll show you my Facebook page if we have time. Just kind of scroll through. I just sat there and blew a bubble. Got some bubble yum. And I blew a bubble and I just posted a picture of it and invited people to my party. Hey, you want to come party? That's, pretty and peak. So just find something in here that you would love. Like what are you passionate about? And I'll show you what I did with this. Again, I don't really post it from here, except for I did for my VIP group. Sorry, let me put my phone on silent. So just find something and go with that. Let this be your inspiration.
When I had to work on the internet, my always brain was thinking about who do I want to see my posts? And I wonder for you, who is your ideal client? Like in your mind, if you had to frame out your favorite client, the one person you wanted to sell to in the whole world, who is that person for you?
Okay. So my client, that's really funny. I was just going through this yesterday and we made it again this morning because I just kind of started looking at who are my clients, who I already have as clients and how did I get them? And my clients are basically professional women who are already making $80,000 to $100,000 a year, which is why they don't really see the need for charity income, but for sponsoring. But that's and so I really want to tune in a little bit more with that group. I also post things on LinkedIn because they're professional people. So that's really kind of my audience, but I really don't change up my content because I'm just going to be me. I'm selling me. So they're going to see the silly stuff, even though like my doctor is one of my clients. So she might see my silly stuff and fun stuff. She sees my fun side. She knows who I am anyway. She knows. So that's kind of like how I've been looking at it. But I'm also really wanting to bring in the younger girls because we need them. Gosh, when I say younger girls, that just makes me feel old because I'm thinking like 40-year-olds.
Gosh, stop it.
Young girls. So anyway, I just want a younger audience as well. So I'm just kind of all over. That's why I'm on different platforms because you're gonna have a different audience from each of the platforms.
Do you find like I didn't know you had a TikTok. So like while you were talking, I went to your TikTok and I went to follow. Do you find that you get different? I know the answer, but I want everyone to hear. Do you find that you get different engagement on different platforms? What does that look like for you?
That is so true. I would tell you that the one platform that grows the most for me is Instagram. For whatever reason, last month I got an extra 100 people just in 1 month. Was in a 2-week period. And when I'm saying that, it doesn't mean like I've got like 10,000 people. I'm only at like just over 500. But you know what? Honestly, I don't care about the numbers. I care about the engagement.
Yeah.
Who's engaging? And you may not see the engagement because they're engaging with me through DM.
Right.
Okay, but yes, it's a totally different feel of how it all works from each of the different sites. And so I feel more of the younger people. I'm getting more of a younger audience, or I'm also getting an audience of the other direct sell business owners. That's what
Interesting.
I know. I thought so too. I've got a lot of them there.
So interesting.
Mhm.
Okay, so along that line, I know that some of our friends, and not really in this group, you guys are all like open-minded folks, but out there in the world, in the Jafra world, some people are really resistant to relationship building online. I love online relationship building, and I'd love to hear your take on what that sort of looks like and feels like for you. Like, how do you forge an online relationship? What does that look like for you?
Yeah, you know what I love about online relationships is that it's not just my local people. I get to meet people not only in the United States. I am having friendships and conversations with people in other countries. So that's been
cool.
kind of cool. And I love learning about other cultures and how other people are living their lives. So I just really embrace it. It's really kind of fun. Just regionally, things are different, and we'll talk about weather, we'll talk about whatever is happening in their world. And I just really embrace that. And I think maybe because I grew up as an army brat, and I was so used to having to be with different cultures and learning, new people. It's just what I love to do. So yeah.
Do you find that online relationships are real?
They're
Yeah.
real people. They're real people.
Like
Yeah.
I feel, for example, I feel like Evelyn, I feel like you're my friend, and like we've never met in person, but I feel like comfortable talking to you. I feel like we have a real relationship, right?
Absolutely.
So the skeptics who say, well, online relationships aren't real, I'm like, but you love me, don't you? We've never met, right? So you can build those relationships online, you guys, and they can become like actual real folks in your life that make a difference, if that makes
Yeah, and then you can't wait to go meet them. Like, oh my
sense.
gosh. Yeah. I still have some people that I can't wait to go meet, like Jackie Pepe. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I mean, I like run to California. It's very irritating. What's up, Betty? I see a hand.
So, early when I was rebooting my business, I was doing a Sunday class for a long time. And I was seeing all these women who are helping me rebuild my business on Zoom. And when we had our first in person after that, it was like old home week. It was like, oh my gosh, it was just wonderful to see people in person, and we hugged, and it was wonderful. It was just absolutely wonderful. So you absolutely can establish friendships online, and it was like we had known each other forever. It was really wonderful.
People get married from online dating. What's the difference?
Yeah. So it was great.
We can online date each other. It's great. Okay, I have another question. I was going to ask about post schedulers, but then you plugged ScentShare, which I think is great. I used to use ScentShare all the time and I loved it. So if you need any help with that, let me know. I am a pro. But how do you find when you're scheduling posts, like, okay, if you have a post that you're ready to put out on Facebook, for example, do you edit your content and post it to Instagram? Do you post the same thing to Instagram? Like, what's your philosophy there?
I'm simple. I know a lot of people say from everywhere. I love to make my videos from TikTok, download it, and then post them everywhere. That's just me. And
It's easier.
YouTube Shorts, because that's a little gathering of building relationships there too. I really honestly haven't built relationships on YouTube yet, but it's another place where people are going to be looking for information. So yeah, like they want to know something, and so if you're there and you got the information how to put on lipstick, whatever. So
Well, it's different utility, right? So like if I'm going on YouTube, I'm probably going on to learn how to fix my toilet, right? So if you think about the folks that are on YouTube going in to be like, how to blah, 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 you're probably getting the folks that are going to search how to smoky eye,
yeah,
how
exactly.
to proper foundation application. So if you think about it in terms of how people use the internet, that can also determine your content, right?
Well, sure, because number one, when people are on social media, they just want to scroll for fun. They don't have time to be sitting and learning a lot. They're just kind of scrolling through. They want that entertainment. When they're going to YouTube, is that they want to learn something. So my YouTube content's a little bit longer because I'm teaching something.
Right.
How
What's something that you would teach on YouTube? How to?
So I have done like some makeup tips. I go on there without makeup on, and I will do like skincare, like a whole skincare regimen. This month I think I just did nail polish, but I didn't paint my nails. I just talked about how doing your nails is really great for self-care. So I just teach, different things. Now, in the beginning, I used to do longer content, like 25, 30 minutes, because I was teaching like fragrances, like what it's a whole segment, like what is fragrances and why do we need it? And what's the difference between an EDT and a EDP? So I just did a whole lot, but now people just don't have that kind of time. They have minutes. So I try to keep it under 15. If I can do like 9, I can. One I just did yesterday or this week was 9 minutes. I'm so proud of myself. But like, yes, 7 will be great. Because I know I'll scroll something and I'm like, oh, 20 minutes. I don't have time for that. I'll come back later, and I don't always get to come back. So I even like right now I'm doing the replay from Monday's meeting, and it's just like on pause. I did like 40 minutes of it. It's like 20 minutes or whatever left. I'm like, I'll get to it.
I always say I'll get to it. Y'all, I never get to it.
Yeah. I mean, the Jackies are so amazing. They got such great information. And oh my gosh, what Shafika was sharing about her birthday party.
Her birthday parties are genius.
Yeah. So I love learning from you guys. I really do. You guys are great.
You're the best.
If we
go ahead.
I was gonna say, if we have time, I can just scroll through my Facebook page to kind of give you an example.
We totally have time. While you're pulling your Facebook page up, I wanted to touch hashtags for a second because I've been doing some hashtag research. Okay. So hashtags are important in the places where things are searchable. So Instagram, TikTok, those are still big hashtag places. Facebook, nobody gives a rat's rear end about hashtags at this point. So Instagram and TikTok are your 2 hashtag locations. And on YouTube, if any of you are YouTubers, those tags on YouTube are the golden place because those are the searchable things that folks are how to fix your toileting, So be really smart and intentional with your hashtags. And I know that it's like super tempting to be funny in your hashtags. That is a big temptation of mine always, but you have to use them searchable. So if you want to post about Royal Almond, right? Royal Almond is kind of a niche hashtag. So you might also go with almond cherry or body oil or whatever other searchable things that people who don't know the proper name for it would use. So think about that when you're hashtagging. That's it.
Perfect.
Ah. She's going in.
I'm going in. Okay, so this is, let me move you guys to the other side. Hearing. This is my Purple Essence page. And okay, so I always make sure my banner, I change my banner every month. You don't have to. I do. For the summer, I had actually, it was first time I just kept it all for summer. But I just kind of like to do that because then every time you're doing something, other people are getting notifications if they're following. Okay, so again, here, look, all I did was move. I'm not saying anything. You can just get up and be silly. I just get up and I'm just moving. And then I just talked about what it was. Does this have anything to do with Jafra? No. But they know, people that follow me, they know I like to cook. And so I have a whole story about that cookbook. Okay, so here I had here's a client testimonial that she was very happy with something that she received from me. Here was just a recipe for, I'm always, that was a censure thing. And again, I go in and like, oh, what am I posting? Because I don't even know. It's censure. What do they say? And then I go on now, I might comment on something too. Yesterday, because all week long, I'm talking about nail polish. I do a blog. I write my blogs every Friday, and then I send them out on Mondays. They publish on Monday. And then I spend that week talking about whatever that was. So this week's blog is all about nail polish and how nail polish is self-care. So here, all I'm doing was showing it. There's a picture of it. Could I have used Jafra's beautiful nail care pictures? Absolutely. They got some beautiful graphics in the content section. I saw with the nail colors, but they need to see my face. So I have that there. Again, I was a sincere nail care thing. Again, I could have used a beautiful picture of our makeup, but again, when you have it, talking about it, then it's a little bit more personable for your people. We had National Day of Encouragement. So I just got on and just did a quote, an encouragement. Oh, and also I love doing whatever I post. Sometimes I will also post it to a story because now you've got people in your messenger group. If they're commenting, it goes to your messenger, and now you can start building friendship. So that's all it is. I'm just doing little things. Again, nail polish. So just that takes them to the blog. So just little things. And for some reason, I don't get a ton of engagement from my Facebook group. I get a lot more in Instagram. Here, I just called, we're switched out from Disneyland and Knott's Farm. They need to know what's happening in your life. Do you only sit and talk about Jaffa all day? No. So it's just different things so they get to know who you are. Here's my Pretty in Pink party. I was inviting them to that. So that's all it is. You just put different things up, show your face. You guys are all beautiful. You're using royal jelly. Again, I'm taking a class, a small business class. Here's one of my classmates. So, I just get in there and just have fun. And like they're all, just think, everyone on Facebook is, or whatever platform you're using, are my besties. What would I tell my bestie?
What's your blog platform?
The name of it, or
yeah, like do you use like
I'm using WordPress.
WordPress, perfect. Do you find that because I've never had a business blog, do you find that folks, if you direct them toward your blog, that you can sort of trace a line of where they came from and if they close a sale from there?
I wish I can say yes, but I cannot.
I too wish that for you.
Who goes to my blog posts? Unfortunately, I wish there was a way that you can see, unless they opt in for my freebie. I have a downloadable, like How to Age Well or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So unless they opt in for that, I don't have any information. So most people that go to my blog posts are my clients and my consultants. And that's because I emailed it to them every single week. Every week I email my people, here's what's on sale for the week, here's the catalog, any updates they know with Jaffa, ooh, free shipping this week. You know, so that's how they get the information. And then I always put the blog posts. And they know my blog posts, they're not spammy. And even leads they get on there. And I just had a lead, conversations that I've been having with her for like a month. She hasn't bought anything. Well, no, she did buy something because I wear my product, and I walked in the library with my Gardenia Blossom, and she followed me. I got it.
You were stalked.
And so, you know, it's just kind of, so she said to me, I absolutely love your blog. It's purplelessonsbyevelyn.com. And they just I'm teaching them something. And then what I do is I take like a paragraph or a portion of that, and I create smaller content that I sprinkle in throughout my Facebook pages. But you don't have to do that. You can do, like, if you just do an email to your clients or whomever it's in your world, giving them some fun information, that's all it is. It's really all it is. I'm just one of those crazy people that just does it all. And people are like, where do you get all your energy? I don't know. It's just there.
I know where you get it from. It's the joy in your heart just bubbling out of you.
I love what I do. I absolutely love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I could ask you 20,000 more questions, but I do want to give other folks a chance. If you will have any questions for Evelyn, this is your moment.
Okay, Holly?
What do you think about selfie sticks?
I think that's a wonderful idea. Yeah. Because my arm can only go so far. That would be absolutely wonderful. Yeah. And maybe a ring light with it, or even a tripod, so you can put it down somewhere while you are doing a video. So my daughter would love if I got one, a tripod or a selfie stick, because she is my tripod and selfie stick.
You're sweet, girl.
Actually, I
love it. Okay, anybody else? Questions? Are we just so impressed, y'all?
Business on social.
Oh, go ahead, Maria.
This isn't a question. This is Evelyn. I just adore tea parties. And I love when you take your girls and you're all dolled up to go to have tea. It just, I wish I had a hat and was with you. I mean, that's the one thing that touches me when I watch all of your stuff. So
I see your name. I do see your name popping up. And that's another thing. If you guys gonna stalk me, give me an engagement.
Drop her a like.
Give me a like, or
give that boo a follow.
Yeah, or a follow. Yeah.
I am just so grateful that you came and shared your brain with all of us. I know that so many are going to rewatch this recording because they're always asking, what's social media about? How do I break in? How do I do it? And here you are, just doing it. What is your, for a final thought from Evelyn, what is your biggest top tip? I know that's kind of lame, but what's like your top tip to having like fun, engaging social media?
I say just be yourself.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah, because honestly, you're not really trying to sell, except for you're selling yourself, to be honest. Like if you were to go on a job interview, they always say, well, you're selling yourself. Are you going to sell yourself? It's really just going out, making friends, making connections. That's really all it is. No different if you're out and about, making connections with people. just having a good time, meeting people, and the people you already know in your world. Just say, hey, how are you doing today? Just checking in. I call my clients just to check in on them, not for them to buy something, but then they're always like, oh, I'm so glad you called. I need blah, blah, blah.
Isn't that the most fun when you go to do a follow-up and you're just like, hey, how's it going the first week of school? Like, how's it going? And they're like, oh my God, I'm so glad you called them on a face wash.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
The
So
best.
I popped in a client who doesn't live too far. She needed a replacement, and I sent her a message, and I know she got it. But we have this place I dropped it off on her porch, her product. So I was going there just by chance. If she's not there, I know where to drop it. So I got there, run the doorbell. Her husband's like, "Oh my gosh, yay!" And so she comes in. And she goes, I was going to call you. I was doing my rosary beads. And as soon as I was over, I was going to call you. And then there you are. I'm like, I'm your genie. I'm your genie.
I've arrived. Oh, I love it so much.
Whether it's online or offline, have fun servicing your people. Don't be afraid of the internet.
Oh, no. The internet is magical and it connects people. That's really all it does, right?
Absolutely. That's all it is. If it wasn't for internet, I wouldn't know who Jackie Pepe is.
If I wasn't for the internet, I wouldn't have this job. It's amazing. I just want to thank you, Evelyn. You're a blast. And having you come and teach us is just a joy. So big round of applause for you, friend. Thank you so much. And you're always welcome to come teach us again.
Honored that I was invited to do this. So thank you, ladies. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I want to see, tag Evelyn Abernathy or Purple Lessons by Evelyn, tag me because I want to see the amazing things that you're going to do on the internet as well.
That's like a challenge.
Yes, there's a challenge. You all have to do something and tag my name. I don't care what it is. And remember, you just do this. You saw me with the cookbook. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, it feels dumb, but it's like real, right?
You'll have fun. Just have fun. Have fun.
Thank you, Evelyn. You're the best.
You.
I have one or two more things to say before we depart today. And I know we skated through like most of what I had planned, but I would prefer to skate through what I had planned than to miss out on our friend. So I'm not going to make it full screen because I'm frustrated by my computer, but let's think about as we gather all this information about social and we gather all this information about what we can offer to folks on the internet, go back to here, go back to why you started in the first place. And when you're trying to think of content or you're annoyed that your post only got 2 likes or you don't feel like you're being seen in a way that you want to be seen, go back to your why and really dig in to why it matters. Dig into what you can do to chase that why. Because so often when we feel like we're stuck, when we feel like we're hitting a wall, that's the minute that we're about to break through. I feel like I've said this to Betty a couple of times, that every time we feel like we're spinning our wheels and we're rutted, it's really just us preparing to move up to the next level. And when you do level up, it is always important to go back to that why and say, okay, I'm here because this is important to me. And that goes for social media stuff too. If you feel frustrated, go back to why you're showing up in the first place. And in that vein, if I could get to the right slide, grab this slide or grab it out of the deck after I send it. Write your why down. Okay. I like to scatter notes all over my office of things that are important to me. I'm trying to find my favorite, but it's not in reach. I have a big sign in my office that says bonded teams grow. And so it's always important to me that everybody feels like part of the team and that everybody feels like they matter and they are important because they are, right? So for me, that is a reminder. My why is to make everyone feel seen and heard and important. So I want to know what yours is. So I encourage you to write your why and then write your story. I am. What are some adjectives that describe you? What do you want? How did you find Jafra? How did you come to this place? And when you got here, what were you impressed by? Was it a person? Did you see somebody at a convention and say, whoa, I want to be like them? Or were you impressed by product? Or were you impressed by yourself, the way you felt while you were in it? What is Jafra helping you to do, whether that's something for your family or something for your heart? And what's the best part? Writing these things down help you identify content sometimes. If I want to talk about my greatest life love, I'm going to talk about my kids, right? They are the best part of everything for me. And I think it's important for our customers to know what the best part of things are for you. So being willing to open yourself up and unstitch yourself a little and share those important little parts of your heart, it makes you human. It makes you special to the people that you're working with and to those clients that trust you, and they'll trust you more if you open yourself to them more every time that you work with them, every time you share something online. So that's my challenge to you, is to write your why, to share it, and to even make a video if you feel comfortable making a video about that and sharing it online on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. If you don't feel comfortable making a video, could you write a post and share a selfie of something that's special, that matters to you? And can you share your story? Can you be willing to share about yourself a little more to build that trust between you and the people that watch you online? I know that it feels weird if you're not super engaged online to get like uber deep or whatever, but the truth is that people are always watching, whether it's your friends and family, whether it's clients that you have online, whether it's people that are just beginning to know your journey. They are watching you. I know it because I scroll and I'm watching you. Everyone that's friends with me on Facebook, I see everything that you're doing because I'm interested in your life. And I guarantee that other people are interested in your life too. So being willing to share that part of yourself, even if it feels weird or awkward, is important and it's worthy work. So that's my challenge for you. Do you guys have questions, comments, concerns, compliments, or do you want to go to bed like I do? It's entirely up to you. I'm still on Hawaii time. Like my brain is like all the time. But yeah, open your mics, questions, comments, concerns, compliments. Holly has her finger up.
I always got my finger up. Actually, I'm kind of jealous. When you gonna come out here to the east and visit us?
I live in the East Coast. I'm in New York.
Where in New York?
Upstate, near Albany.
You're about 5 hours away from me.
My parents actually live in Pennsylvania. So yeah, it's always an option. Do something awesome and maybe I'll show up on your front door. You never know.
Where do you
Walking
live,
around
Holly?
hiding in your bushes.
Holly, where are you?
I'm in Mount Carmel, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
East PA.
I'm actually, you probably heard this story because you're close to me. Centralia.
Centralia.
I don't know.
It's a town which is like maybe 5 minutes away that's inhabitable because a coal fire that's 100 feet under.
Yes.
I'm literally 5 minutes away from there.
Oh, wow.
Literally.
Okay. All right. Yeah, my husband's from Pennsylvania. So and my daughter lives there. So all right.
Any other questions, comments, concerns, compliments, or shall we dance?
Thanks
Yeah.
for bringing her. This was great.
Oh, I know.
She's wonderful.
Evelyn's such a
Yeah.
dream, and I love watching her. Honestly, she's so fun to watch.
And Jackie needs
I'm
to come
gonna
to
hand my daughter to Evelyn because my daughter's only 3 hours away from her.
That's awesome. What was that, Maria?
I said, you need to come to Texas.
I would love to come to Texas, girl.
Yeah.
Texas is like,
Let's go. Let's go.
Texas
Oh,
is like a country. Like you're all so spread out.
Yes. Yes.
Well, we
where
need to
is
have
that,
another.
sweetheart?
Just come to the beach.
I love that.
There you go.
Say less. I'm there.
Well, we're
All
due
right,
for
kids.
we're due
I'm
for a
jumping in the car
tour.
with you. I want to go back home. I miss being home. I used to live in Austin. I used to live in Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, El Paso.
All over. All right, my kids are starting to bounce off the walls in the living room. So I'm going to end this recording. Thank you so much to everyone who joined us live. If you have questions, comments, concerns, compliments from the recording, do send them my way. I will pass them along to Evelyn because I know all the compliments will be for her. Honestly, she's amazing. And that is Team Growers for today. And we will see you next time, okay?
All right.
Bye,
Thank you.
y'all.
Bye.